All right, welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for April 10th, 2025. We're going to begin this evening with old business. Item 1, we're going to review and approve the meetings from last month. Everyone should have a copy of last month's minutes. Did anyone note any corrections that need to be made, adjustments, comments? Okay. Not noting any, we will push those forward as submitted. And then item 2, review of city council action since last meeting. Council met on April 7th. Wendy can help us understand what happened at the last city council meeting.
Do we have to move to, do we have to have moved to accept the minutes?
She accepted as,
Okay.
yeah, we're good with it. You want to speak louder? Maybe I'll need a microphone. Hello? Yes?
Very good.
Okay. So, the last month, you talked about a rezoning at 810 West Fleming Drive to rezone it from medium intensity district to high intensity district. That passed through council on this past Monday evening. You also made a map amendment for a parcel that, should it be annexed, to apply MID zoning for that at the corner of Pete Britton and Enola Road. There were 3 parcels there, portions of 2 of those parcels, rather. 3 parcels were annexed, and the MID zoning was applied to the portions of the 2 affected parcels that were originally in Burke County and not in ATJ with any Morganton zoning on it. And then they also adopted all of the editorial text amendments with all of the amendments that all of you made during our last meeting. So those were accepted, as were all unanimously voted on by council.
Excellent. All right, thank you so much for that update. Next, we're going to move on to our disclosure of interest. Any member of the commission who may have a conflict of interest or a possible conflict of interest regarding any item of business to be discussed at a commission meeting should declare that conflict of interest to enable the commission to manage the conflict and resolve it in accordance with the noted statute there. Looking at the business for this evening, does anyone have a conflict of interest they would need to declare? All right. Seeing none, we will move on. All right, at this time, the agenda time is reserved to provide citizens an opportunity to appear before the Planning Commission about issues other than those that are currently planned for the agenda. Citizens may present their planning ideas, opinions, or concerns for commission consideration and discussion. If there's anyone who would like to speak, seeing none, we shall move on. Very good. All right, great. Next, we're going to move on to new business for this evening. So we have one item, and I will read it and then hand it over to Wendy. So, item 1, consideration for an application submitted by Terramore Development, LLC, to rezone the property listed at 1807 South Sterling Street, 1807 South Sterling Street, and then there's plat numbers for these are each listed, and then 0 Sloan Avenue and 0 Sterling Forest Drive. Those properties are currently zoned medium intensity district corridor overlay, and the application is to rezone to high intensity district corridor overlay and medium intensity district to HID, high intensity district. So, Wendy, can you present on this?
All right, so we have a bit of an unusual situation today in that the applicant has asked to postpone the meeting to a later date. And so I think at this time, rather than me going through the item, we'll ask the applicant to come forward, state that request, and then if there's any questions or discussion, the commission can then vote on whether or not to grant that request.
Very good. So that is allowed per statute. Great. The hearings can be continued if there is a good cause, such as unavailability of a key witness, need for additional evidence, or time constraints during the meeting. So we feel like we currently meet those.
Well, we'll see what
Oh,
their
sure.
request is.
Very
Yes.
good.
Yes, come forward.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name's Daniel Amazon. I work at 214 Clumac Road in Salisbury, North Carolina. I am the site acquisition coordinator for Terramore Development. I had talked to staff about this, and I realized kind of like for us, it was an unusual circumstance because our attorney, who is absolutely better qualified on the planning side with her background than I am, but I also recognize that we have some people from the community here that came.
They're actually staff.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sorry,
my
just noting.
mistake. Okay. Then, let's see, with that, I thought if there was community members here, then I would respect that and completely could understand that we needed to move forward regardless. Under the circumstances, I would like to request if we could move that to the May 8th Planning Board. And actually, I also wanted to speak to just, I guess, the subtleties to it. Obvious,
I think if we're going to delay for another individual to be present, we should probably hold off on any
Okay.
discussions until everybody that would be relevant to it is
very good,
available.
then my request has been made.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Great. If there are any questions from the commission about that or concerns that anyone would like to voice?
I guess a question for staff, have we received any input from the public? or-
We have received at least one written comment about the application, so a written comment, and we will bring that to whatever hearing you guys decide, yes. I will also just note that if you do decide to continue it, we will re-advertise the application and re-notify the relevant individuals that had been, the adjacent properties that had been previously notified that we are continuing the meeting in case there was a reason why they also could not be here tonight and thought that they had missed it. We would definitely want to make them aware of the opportunity to come and speak as well. So we'll leave the signs out front. We'll put the advertisement in the paper again and resend the adjacent property letters.
And the additional cost for that advertising would be borne by the
I
applicant?
was actually going to offer that we would pay for that. Since it was our request, it should be at our expense.
Yes, so that would be great. The staff time is just part of what we do for that, so.
I'll make a motion that we accept the request to move this topic to the May meeting.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Very good. Any further discussion or question that folks would like to have? All right, then we're going to go ahead and vote. All in favor? Aye. Any in opposition? Seeing none, the motion passes.
So we have
Thank you very
formally
much.
continued the meeting
Problem.
to May 8th, 2025 at 5:15 PM here in City Council
Okay,
chambers.
thank you again.
Yes, no problem. And we have no other items to discuss this evening? Seeing none, we shall adjourn the meeting.